Hello, hello, all the King's men. Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes, come on in. I'm excited. Why? Because you have made it across another week. You have pressed in and said, I am greater than what I see. You said, you know what? I done grew this week. I'm excited to get on to this next week. I'm excited to get into the assessment so that I can look at myself and tell myself that I am greater and I'm greater than what I went through last week. I'm greater than what I am today because I've been called for greater, because there is purpose calling me. Come on, all the King's men. I am excited for you. Why? Because adversity continues to come to uncover, to reveal the man of God that you were created to be. Yes, all the King's men, you have decided to stop settling. That's why I'm excited. That's why I'm excited for you. Look, look, look. Remember that this is a journey that we continue to learn who we are. And it's only when we pressing into God that we continue to be able to reveal who we are. Why? Why is that so important? Because as we continue to press into God, as we continue to learn more about God, that's how it is, because God cannot reveal his whole self to you, just like he can't reveal your whole self to you. Why? Because you would pervert your gifts. You would abort some things would be prematurely birthed, some things would be averted and diverted, and things right now, they're diverted for your purpose, but you don't realize that they're being diverted. You don't realize they're being diverted for your purpose. You don't realize they're being delayed. There is a growth process that must have to happen. There is a process that we must go through. Look, no good meal does not come without a thought out process. You cannot just throw everything into the pot at the same time and think that you're going to get this old beautiful flavors and aromas. No, it is a process that you must go through. Sometimes it's tedious, sometimes it's not so tedious, but it is a process. Look, as a man of God, all the King's men, you are a process. You look at the areas that are experiencing success, areas you're not experiencing success. It is a process. You may be frustrated because there's some things that you know that you was called to do, some things that you know that you're supposed to be excelling in, but you don't understand. You're like, I'm experiencing success over here, but not over here. But you don't understand the process that it took to get this success is going to be different from what it takes over here, because over here was nothing but stepping stones for where you're going over here that you have not yet experienced. And you have to have these small wins, you have to have these milestones in order to get to destiny, because this is journey. These are successes on the journey, but this is the destiny, this is the calling, this is the purpose over here, and you're continuing to build. Look, you got to start to go down and dig deep and build that foundation and lay those pipes, lay those rebars, lay whatever it is in that foundation to solidify. Then you come back in and you frame all of that up with the concrete and all of that. Then you start to build the infrastructure, the studs and all that have to go up. Then you start to put your roof on top of that thing. Then you put the covering on the roof that's going to protect everything that's going to go inside. Yes, all the King's men, that is what I'm talking about. I want you to understand that there's some detours that is going to happen, and that's what's happening right now. And it can cause some frustration sometimes. It can cause some fuzziness in your vision. It can cause some blurred vision sometimes. But I'm here to let you know it's all for a purpose, and it's working for a purpose, and it's working for your good. Last time we met, we talked about if it wasn't for the detour. But this time I want to talk about, you find gifts in detours. Why is it that you find gifts in detours? Because often in detours is when it reveals the real you. Because in a detour it wasn't planned. Look, when things catch us off guard, it reveals the real you. It reveals some things that you thought you was delivered from. We need God. It reveals our nature, our spirit man, that we need more of God. It reveals that we need to press into the more of God. Look, because if your response, whatever your immediate response is, that's what's up on the inside of you. That's what you're leading with. That's what you're leading with at that moment. And that's why you have to always listen twice and speak once, because if you can get it in these ears and allow it to be filtered before it come out of that tongue, oh my God, how much better you will be. So we got to look at it inside of these detours. It's going to reveal the strengths and the weaknesses, and what we're hoping is that it magnify your strengths so that you can now manage those weaknesses. Why? Because we want to lead with the strength. That's what defines who you are. It's not your weakness that defines who you are. It's your strength that defines who you are. Look at all the kings. Look at all the great ones. They all had strength. They all had weakness. But what they did, they worked to their strength. That's how they became great. That's how they became known. And that's what I want you to do today. My God, look at Israel. There were some weaknesses in Israel, and God knew it. God knew that he could not take them the shortest route through the promised land. He said, you got them Amalekites, you got them Philistines over there. You can't go over there and face them giants right now. You're not prepared for battle. Your ear prepared. So I have to take you the long way around. I have to take you through the wilderness. I have to take you through some things. I gotta get you strong. I gotta strengthen your faith. I gotta get you to know the one that kept you in Egypt for 400 years. I gotta let you know the one that brought you out of Egypt, the one that prepared Moses for 40 years on the backside of the mountain, the one that allowed Moses to be born in a time that all the males were actually being killed. I got to allow this male to be born and to be brought up inside the king, to know what's going on, to know the thoughts and the patterns of the king, so that when he is actually ready to go, then he's going to be actually sent out to be prepared a little bit more. He's going to be prepared in the kingdom for 40, outside for 40, and come back and lead you for, my God, to lead you out into this wilderness. For you to know your God, for you to know your God, because it was revealed the first time some little tragedies, some trials start to come. There was some grumbling. You know how we are when things don't feel good, they don't look good. We start to grumbling because it's not going according to plan. It's not going according to what you said, but it's growing you. It's growing pain. You know, these have that show called Growing Pains. Look, it is growing pains, and those things are so beautiful when the flower blooms. You don't feel good when you're going through, but you're being protected. The detour is protecting you and perfecting you. That's beautiful right there. It's protecting and perfecting. Protecting and perfecting. Protecting and perfecting. I'm gonna drop that one right there. I'm gonna leave you on that. Remember to like, tag, share. Remember to drop a comment. Let me know what's going on. My prayer today is something that was said that bless your life tremendously. Remember that the detour, my God, it's protecting and perfecting. I want you to take that into your weekend and until the next week, that the detour is protecting and perfecting all the king's men. So my prayer today is you have a blessed day, blessed weekend, and blessed week to come. Till next time, be blessed.